What's up, everybody? This is Bill Mack here again. I'm dropping another video on everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I had been contemplating on what to put as my next post and next topic to talk about and share with each one of you, and I think tonight's topic I will be discussing with you would be choices and being very careful. You say choices and being careful, what do you mean, Bill? Well, it just simply means that the choices in life we make, in life that we have to, we make each and every day of our lives, between when we're younger and now that we're older, we have to be very careful about those choices that we make. I mean, they can start as young as back when we're young kids growing up, and basically what the choice that we decide on what direction in life we're going to go. The choice between whether, we stay and listen to our parents, respect our parents, and listen to them and do what they tell us to do as growing up, and let them lead us, help us in the direction that we need to go. Or on the other hand, we also have a choice to whether we just simply choose to do what we want to do and go whichever way we want to go and live life however we want to do it. Because there comes a point in life where that is left up to us, and nobody can live our lives but us. And so if you choose to listen to your parents, which is something I did growing up, I listened to my grandmother. She raised me from 12 years old until, up into my 30s, when basically, she passed away. But I always listened to her. She come from the old school. She raised my mom, my uncle, my aunt, and that was the same type of way she raised them that she raised me, my brother, and my sister. And I'm very thankful for that. For me personally, and that's all I can ever speak for, is personally from me, is that I appreciate the raising that, and the life that I lived, and for her direction to show me in life to take. I listened to her. I did, in directions and whatever she told me to do, I did it. I minded her. I didn't rebel against her. And and I'm very thankful for that today. Granted, when I was younger, I didn't go to clubs. I didn't go have a lot of friends to hang out with, to go and do this and do that with. I was basically a homebody. I stayed home. I listened to her. I did my chores, things here with her, of course, as we all do growing up. And through life, I helped take care of her, when she got sickly and was here. So this is all I've ever done, and granted, while those things I didn't necessarily do, I don't regret not doing them. Well, you say, why, Bill? I mean, you didn't go to clubs, you didn't go out in the town, you didn't cruise, you didn't hang out with friends and do this, that, and the other. Well, because for me, in my personal experience, I see that as I got older into an adult, that, I didn't get in any trouble outside of my home life or school. I did really well in school. I did my homework. I did all that was required of me at school. I tried to do my very best what was required of me at home. And I'm very thankful for what I learned at home, because as an adult, I matured enough to understand life and understand of why things were done then, so that they prepare you for the future and the life that you're going to be growing from a child to an adult. I'm very thankful for that. It means so much to me. I chose that life. I chose to listen and follow directions and grow up in that way. But then, yet again, on the other hand, I could have easily just said, well, you know what, I'm not going to listen to them. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. I'm not going to listen to my statement. I'll go and do whatever I want to go. And I'm going to have fun and do whatever I want to do. And nobody's going to tell me no different. I'm going to do me. Well, do you see the difference in those two choices to make in life? And at that part of being young, that's the decision I made, was to listen and to follow direction. And I don't regret that. You know, I don't regret not being able to go and do these things that were out there, but I'm thankful for what I've done, the life that I've lived growing up until a grown adult as I am now. And I'll never forget the teachings and the things that I learned from my grandma, so that, you know, God rest her soul, she's passed away now. I can grow, as I grow older, those things taught to me, I learn, and I've got them inside my heart, and they're deep down in my heart and soul, and they help to lead me and guide me around the decisions and choices that I make today. That's why I say, y'all, it's important that we all just try to make the choices that's going to come our way in life, and it's our decisions to make them. Now, it isn't just with growing up. I mean, decisions also come in life that deal with, basically, they deal with, you know, relationships. And I'll give you an instance for that too, example for relationships. There are many different types of relationships growing up, as we have our young, childish relationships, our teenage relationships, and our adult relationships. The important thing is this, is that no matter what we go through in life, it's up to us to make the right decisions, for us to think before making those decisions in life, so that we hopefully make the right decisions for that time. Now, I know none of us are perfect. We're not going to always get things right. Sometimes we go through bad choices that we make. But as I've said in other videos, those bad choices and things we make are something that we learn from, and that it makes us stronger. So as I've gone through relationships in my time, which haven't been but very few in my life, and some choices I made weren't very good. Whether it be the ending, how it turned out, which is majority of the time what it is, or it's just things that happen within the relationship that I just wasn't looking at. I wasn't very smart about it and wise enough in the decision to do that. So it's up to us today to do everything we can in life and live life the very best that we can live it. And the choices that we make in our relationships, think about that. Is this person right for me? Can this relationship progress and go further down the road? Can this be something long term? Can this be a person that I could see myself with? But you have to take your time. Now, I'm not saying drop your guard, because trust me, folks, if I've learned nothing more out of my past relationship, it is to take time and allow trust to come to you. It's not, see, I used to be one of the people that would just automatically trust, thinking, hey, I'm honest, they're going to be honest too. But life doesn't work that way. It never has been, and it never will be. This isn't a perfect world. What we have to learn is, through time, it's up for us to make sure that we think about these decisions of these people. Is this girl right for me? Or girls, is this guy right for me? Take your time. Give it some time. They're not going anywhere. But it's worth you investing time in making the right decision. You know, and what little lesson that I've always heard and learned, what I've learned and heard was, you know, God puts people in your life, but it's your decision who stays and who goes. And the people that come into your life are in there for a reason. Granted, it be short term, whether it be long term. But there's always going to be someone in your life. It's your choice on what it is and for how long. That's why I say never rush to anything. Just wait, think, and make a good choice and decision on who you choose to be with in a relationship. Now, I haven't made very good ones because of my lack of really not being in a lot of long-term relationships, and two is I've trusted too easily to begin with. So I actually had people that would, females that would literally take advantage of my trust and belief and use that to their advantage and just make me feel really stupid because of, after looking down the road, I look back on what they were telling me and me believing it, that I wasn't being wise enough in thinking and being wise enough to really look at what was going on. And that was for the person. No matter how much you may want it, it's important that you make a wise decision and think and take time and see how it goes. I mean, I've dated girls that have lied to me, that have cheated on me, that have betrayed me, that have used me. I mean, just anything you could think of a person's been done, that's been me. All because I was just this guy that was real naive, I guess, in the beginning, and really trusting, and I didn't have that, reality check or common sense enough at that point with relationships to know what choices I made. But as I tell you today, it's important that you make the right choices, and important to be careful, because every choice you make will have a consequence to it, whether it be good or whether it be bad. I thought my last relationship was going to be it for me. I thought it was going to be the final one, the right one. It lasted 4 years. That's the longest I'd ever been in a relationship. But then, as you can see and hear from me, I'm single. Her and I are no longer together. So that must not have been the right one as I thought it would be. But it's important for each and every one of you to know today to be careful in decisions. Okay, another topic would be finances. Choices in your finances. Very important as well, folks. Finances are the center of how you spend your money, what it's going towards. Are you able to afford this? Can you have that? All these certain situations in life and finances require choices. You don't want to be in debt. Debt is a horrible thing to be in, especially if you're going into a relationship and that other person doesn't know it, or you bring them right down into the debt with you. Or also, they can help you create debt. That's what was done to me. People try to help create debt, and they want to overspend and want you to do this, that, and the other, and you're trying to be smart enough and say, well, is this right for me? Is this right for us? Are we able to do this? Are we capable of taking care of that? If so, great. If it's not, then we need to be very mindful of the decisions, because if we don't make the right choices and we're always buying and not putting back, then you're going to end up going in debt. Then you end up going in debt so much, then if you're breaking out of a relationship, here you are out of a relationship and you're in debt because of it. So be mindful of your money. Make good choices with that. We can't always have everything that we always want. The Lord is good enough that He blesses us with the things that we need to have, but when it comes to want, sometimes that's all we can do is want it. Be happy with what you got. Be thankful for what you got. Just because someone else may have something, you may want it, doesn't make them a bad person. Doesn't make you a person that should be envious of them. Be glad what you got, because you'll be fortunate, a lot more fortunate than there's someone down the road. So as I say to you, be very mindful in your choices in life. They can affect you down the road. You may not see them right in front of you, but trust me, they are there. And all you can do is hope and pray that the decisions you're making are the right decisions. Just wait. Think clearly. Process it. Write pros and cons if you have to. There's nothing wrong with that. That is smart thinking and smart decision making when it comes to choices. So that's what we all go through every day. We don't want to sit back and have to regret a choice that we should have made, or one that we didn't make, and sit back and let it haunt us. That's why I say, no matter what the time may be, it's up for us today, tonight, and whenever a choice comes up, be mindful of it. We want to end up at the other end on a good note. We want to end up down the road with things being good towards us. Nothing being bad, no regrets, no excuses, but trying to live our lives and make the best decisions and choices right for us. That's all we can do. Because when it comes time for it, there's not going to be any excuses of why this happened in my life and why that happened. Excuse me. But it just requires us to stand on what decisions and choices we make, be firm with them, and know that these are the very things that we need to do in life. These are the very decisions and the very path we go, because we want to end up being on that right path and making those right decisions. So I really hope that I've come through, and really hope that you enjoyed the video. Like I said, check out my friend Brandon's YouTube in the description. Like and subscribe me, and whatever, I would appreciate it. And this is Bill Mack. Until next time, signing off.